Okay, welcome everyone back to another Heroscape opening. Of course, we're still in the good old age of annihilation. Of course, what else? We need to be annihilating. But we are now opening Rising Tide Knights Primus Adelbern and Ordo Borealis. Hopefully no polar bears were insulted in that pronunciation, but yeah, I'm going to show the different sides. Again, like the others from this wave, they are not shrunk wrap, or at least not the ones I received. That's the most interesting side by far. It's just, the box by itself, and then it has this seal on the side. So yeah, 2 army cards, 1 hero, and 1 squad. So to give you a moment to look at that, maybe let it focus a little bit so you can read, pause the video, do all that good stuff. You will be seeing this in a moment, so yeah, let's go ahead and open it. So I will be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the kind of red wall-like creatures. I forget what they're called. I'm not going to be opening those, not going to be getting those. However, these creatures are more like the Grail Mage, more intimidating. I don't think of anthropomorphic sized up squirrels as being particularly intimidating. Polar bears, gorillas, that sort of thing, yeah, that's intimidating. So I kind of like them more. Okay, so here we go. These are in some nice paint jobs. So let's start showing them off here now. Will we? Yep, got some focus. This one's got some arrows. So this one have range? Do they have range? This one has a few more arrows. So those arrows are pretty solid. Pretty solid indeed. With these videos I typically will mention about how solid the figures. These figures are not very, besides this one, are not super solid in the packaging. You can just kind of just let them fall out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice designs. Again, very reminiscent of the Grellinators. Okay, so the hero here. Okay, so a little bit give, to that weapon there. And this hero is noticeably bigger than the others, noticeably larger. You can kind of point that. Don't point that thing in my face, son. Let me see if I can get an OG Heroscape figure to compare the size. So we have here Guardians of Jandar. You can tell a good head taller, and it's going to be a little taller as well. Let's see if I can get it focus a little bit. There you go. So yeah, a little taller as well. So good size, good size. Nothing like a Krug or anything. There you go. But again, Krug's really small for a huge base. What are you? Got some eye level staring contest going on there almost. So Krug, I think if I remember correctly, just the bit of his armor is considered an 8. So this is probably a good size 7. If I had to take a stab at it without looking. I'm gonna go into these openings blind, so not literally, of course. So here we go with the first one, Knight Primus Adelbern. Here's the front of the card. This is a beefy looking chap. Oh, you're a large 6. Man, that's a big large 6. Do I have any large 6s? I don't think I do. If I remember correctly, these Abominable Snow Monsters are 5s. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a big 6. Yeah, I don't know if I have any 6s right here. Tornak, he uses 6. Anyway, whatever, okay. I don't have him here at this location, so let's see if we can get this to focus a little bit more. I don't say focus a little bit more, just focus at all. There you go. Okay, there you go. Crushing Blow, Ursine, Unique Hero, Champion, Wild, large 6. Again, very big for a large 6, I would think. I'd have to stack up the actual pieces to see, but some pretty solid stats. That's a lot of life. decent move, 1 range, some solid 5 attack, kind of lower on the defense with a 3, but hey, you got a beefy hit point stat that's the same as, those stats are the exact same as Braxis. Obviously, Braxis can fly though, and Braxis also is much larger, so you're going to be able to hit Braxis throughout all the battlefield, whereas you can maybe hide, potentially, this Ursine warrior. So now we got the squad, which does not have range. Interesting. It doesn't have range on the back. That's interesting. They seem to have these guns, but they don't use them. Okay. Reload. At 6.2. Ah, there's the range. Just have to use something called reading. Also Ursine unique squad, knight, militaristic, they're also a large 6, really? We got 2 life. Again, we got the Age of Annihilation starting with the 2 life, you know. Unseen previously. 5 move, 1 range, 3 attack, 4 defense. Everything is pretty basic for squad minus the 2 life. But pretty solid. I don't know if it should be worth 110. I don't know. I don't know how much the 2 life really adds, but I have to see. But they're both a 6. There's a pretty good size difference. Okay, yeah, that one. This one's a little shorter. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting calling them the same size, because it's noticeably taller. Like I would say almost a full level. But okay, cool. That is the polar bears. They're pretty cool. Nox Dorma. So no, not the same planet as the Grellinators. So there you have it. More Heroscape openings, of course, on the way. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of good new Heroscape content. Again, Heroscape's back. That's cool and exciting. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next one.